Now imagine packing your bags, saying goodbye to your family, finally getting to your destination, and then before you know it, you are sent back on the next flight back to your home country. To avoid that happening, you want to watch this video so that you don't make any mistake that I list here. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is inconsistent travel purpose. Let's say you applied for a visa, you applied for a tourist visa, and then you show up at the airport and then you tell the officer that maybe you brought things from home to sell, or you came to be part of some sales, just show that you're coming to sell or make money. Whereas you have a tourist visa. Now, a tourist visa does not allow you earn money. You're just allowed to go visit and then leave. If you want to work, because it is some form of, once you're earning money, making some earnings, you should be applying for a different kind of visa. So you cannot come under the guise of tourist visa and then try to make earnings, with that visa. So that purpose would be inconsistent with your visa type. And if you do that, your visa, you'll be returned. Very simple. It happens more than you think it does. Most people get returned and you don't hear them talk about it. The only ones you hear are the ones who are brave enough to tell you that this is the reason why they were returned. You want to make sure that the purpose of your trip is consistent with your visa. The second thing you want to ensure you're not caught in the middle of fake or suspicious document, Now, when it has to do with fake, I don't even want to go into details, as to why that is a bad idea. But I'm going to talk about suspicious documents. Now, if you're traveling on vacation, would you have your birth certificate with you? Would you have all your credentials with you? Would you have documents that are important to you, documents that maybe prove your work history, maybe like your CV or your profile? Would you have those documents with you? Or maybe, let's even say in the original forms. The answer is no, you would not have those documents. Now, when you say you're traveling for tourism and then you have, they search your suitcase and find that you have important documents in its original form. Now, what do you think would happen? The officer would suspect that your intentions are not genuine. It could mean that you got a visa saying, okay, you're coming, to visit, whereas you plan to work, whereas you plan to change your status in a very short period of time. So it would look as if, you deceived the system. You want to ensure that at every point in time when you're traveling, that you don't have things that are considered, suspicious, things that would make it appear that you intend to stay longer than your visa allows you to stay. So don't do that. Now, another thing is lack of a return ticket or an onward ticket. An onward ticket will be a ticket. If you're not returning to your home country, at least you must show that you're going to somewhere else. You're leaving the country and going to somewhere else. Most times, if you have a one-way ticket, they will even let you board the flight unless you're a resident of that country or you have reasons to stay in that country permanently. But when you say you're on a visit visa and then you don't have a return ticket, it's a reason why they will not even let you board the plane. Yes. And then if you finally scale through the first hurdle and then you get to your dream destination or your desired destination, if they request for your return ticket, because they will want to know when you plan to leave, first to be sure that is within the time that you're allowed to be there, because if you're allowed to stay just 30 days, they don't want to see that your ticket says you're going back in 2 months or in 6 months. If you don't have a return ticket, it's a reason why you may be returned back, and you will not even get access to where you were going to. So at every point in time, you should have a return or an onward ticket. Now, another thing is having many suitcases. You're traveling for 5 days and then you have like 5 suitcases. Like when you're traveling to somewhere and you say you don't know anyone, you're only there by yourself, you're there for 1 week, yet you have 6 suitcases. What's going on? Then you must have proof to show that for each day, maybe 1 suitcase for 1 day. you must show, because in this case, if they find out that you have, more than that number of suitcases, they would want to know why. And it would take, it may involve them physically inspecting your things, to ascertain that indeed you have genuine intentions. So pack what you need, for that trip, pack what you need for that trip and avoid anything that would raise any kind of suspicion. Another thing is your body language. Even when you're nervous, it is very important for you to stay put. You know why? Because you just make it easy for someone to suspect you when indeed you don't have anything to hide. You that is just nervous because maybe someone is questioning you, don't like being questioned, you're nervous. Keep it cool because you have nothing to hide. And most times when you know you have nothing to hide, they're talking to you, look at them straight in the eye. That's how it works. So your body language would say a lot. If you're fidgeting a lot, maybe you went to drink too much on the plane, then you were high. What do you think will happen? So you want to keep your composure at every point in time. Even when you're nervous, try not to let it show. Put on your A game. Respond to any question that is asked, and sooner or later you'll be out of there. So I hope that this really helps. I hope you will not make any of these mistakes because it would really hurt to buy a ticket. You get a visa, you got a visa, you bought a ticket, you got to the country, and then you were sent back. That's not pleasant for anyone, no matter how much money you have. It is not pleasant at all, and I don't wish that for you. So this is why you should share this video with someone that you care about so they do not make any of these mistakes. Now, if you have any questions, leave it here and I will respond. Now, it's important for you to ask questions because it's from the questions that I get that I'm able to put out videos that can help you. So I hope that this was helpful. If you did like it, hit the like button. This is my first book and it is a good read. I call it a powerful book. It is a story that celebrates resilience. It is a traveler's guide. It is a powerful book. Everyone is talking about it. It is a good book. Get yourself a copy. Girls don't travel just for flowers.